Hey guys, this video had to be done. If you are an RCB fan, you're going to hate this. If you're a CSK fan, you will probably love this and recommend this to a lot of your friends. Trust me, there's a lot of gold in it, especially against RCB fans who keep taking shots at us. Okay, let's get straight to the bottom of this. Why CSK is justified with filing the petition for the Idly-Dosa incident. And then later on, we'll discuss the Khaleel injury and who can and possibly might replace him. The reason for CSK to raise this complaint for the Idly-Dosa chutney song is justifiable because it's not just them. Even other CSK fans and content creators were also there during that match and found the atmosphere pretty rude. Why is that important? Because if you are an RCB fan, you'll probably say, but CSK fans are blah, blah, blah. Have you actually been to a Chepauk match? CSK fans don't get as deranged as RCB fans towards the other team's fans in the ground itself. Maybe you'll have some guys outside or elsewhere, but in the ground? Okay, guys, forget about the fans. The RCB fans are usually toxic in general, and then they blame CSK. But because I understand their envy and jealousy towards CSK for winning 7 cups. That's right, we won 7. You guys have to win 2 Champions trophies to even come near us. Mumbai is. Champions trophies is when you beat the best teams all over the world, so don't make an excuse on that. What's really upsetting is RCB officials allowed this crap from their DJ. I even made a faceless video about their former RCB social media head, Adish Shetty. I'll try and put that video somewhere here if I can. Who was full of crap, and he used his position to have 2 meme accounts on MS Dhoni and Rohit Sharma. He also abused CSK fans. And by fans, I mean women. RCB cunningly fired his ass after the bullshit they pulled, which allowed 11 fans to die last year, and the social media team was part of that fiasco. And that is the same RCB officials allowing DJs to use their platforms to incite the RCB crowds to abuse CSK players when they get out. Okay, that's something, I'll get to that later. If you ask an RCB fan, they'd be like, grow a pair or some other crap to try and deflect from the fact that they gaslighted the whole thing. And now they're playing victim. Like I said in that previous video, it makes sense when RCB were losers picking on CSK. It was amusing for CSK fans then when they tried coming to our levels, even though for RCB fans it was a do or die match for their teacup wins against us, which was pretty few and far in between back then. But now RCB has a management and a team that is dominating. And when you're dominating, you still want to act like a bully and then play victim? That is the reason RCB is really sick. That and Kohli, which I'll come to. Also, RCB exploits the fact that a lot of Chennai Super Kings fans are probably not as fluent in English. And that's one of the reasons, the whole reason for the Idly-Dosa chutney slur. It's an insult, starting with that idiot, prized idiot, Jitesh Sharma, who is the main culprit in all this fiasco. The Idly-Dosa song fiasco started with Jitesh Sharma taking a shot at us. Okay, that's fine. So our DJ, and I was in that ground when that happened last year, played that song when he got out. Because he had a big mouth to insult us with that song, he deserved that song to be played at him when he got out. He tried taking a shot, take it back like a man. RCB thinks they can start a fire and then pretend like CSK started it. You have to take it. But we got the facts and the receipts. So as I said, the DJ gave it back to Jitesh. But our DJ never took, and this is key, never took cheap shots at other RCB players who got out at that match. Only the moron who had the mouth against us. Unlike their shitty DJ who was mocking all the CSK players who were getting out. For no reason, just to gaslight and, make fun out of CSK fans. What's disgusting about RCB officials is they use sarcasm against CSK as a way to mask their insecurities. But you can't play victim anymore because you don't have a weak team anymore. So all those things taken into consideration, I think CSK officials did more than the right thing to those people trying to escalate a cultural thing against Tamils and Kannadigas. Okay, in the guise of, it's just a sport, be a man. Sometimes I feel RCB fans cunningly like to conveniently omit facts just to suit their narrative. In short, you provoke a lion, especially a wounded lion, They don't cry like a baby when we attack you back. That is the part they don't always want to admit. It started with that disgusting human, okay? Virat Kohli. Even though he's a great player, but he's a horrible human. And he's always known for provoking everyone, even tailenders when the game is over and RCB is going to win. And another thing I need to get off my chest on RCB fans. It's about time RCB, who keeps crying about CSK are match fixers and we were banned for 2 years, get these facts right. Learn basic English. CSK were banned for betting. Don't conflate what Rajasthan Royals did with us. Betting is legal everywhere in the world except India. And now it looks like it might be legal in India too, with all the betting apps. So technically, we did something that was legal and will be legal in India. And we got banned for it for 2 years. Still, okay, we got banned, but you don't have to lie and say that we're fixers and all that crap. They basically want to lie and denigrate CSK because of their petty jealousy. I get that. That's fine. They are entitled to live in their la-la land. That's the RCB toxic fan base. But if you want to go down that dirty path of claiming CSK are fixers, let's talk about your King Kohli. When he won last year, he was on video asking RCB fans to come to the ground, to their deaths. Your fans literally came and bled red all over the Chinnaswamy Stadium just because he wanted to run like the coward he is back to his new country in the UK. I mean, Sachin Tendulkar lives in India. Dhoni does. So many other cricketers. What makes him so freaking royal to live in the UK and so desperate to go there? Like, I don't understand that. He couldn't even stay for his fans or have the decency to stay and say sorry. Sorry to the families of the fans that came running to see him, the ones who lost their loved ones. As a CSK supporter, if Dhoni ran like a coward like Kohli did, even I would despise him. And then, of course, speaking of fixing, RCB obviously paid up some government officials to get the Chinnaswamy ground back after what happened last year. And then should we go back to the previous owner? We know what he did to his employers. Yeah, I'm talking about Vijay Mallya and how he ran away after an employee committed suicide. So, if you want to accuse CSK of shit, we can also dig deep and bring up worse crap about RCB. Next time, stick to cricket. Stick to not provoking others. Because once you gaslight, you expect to get shit in your face. So if CSK fans provokes you guys first, which does happen at times, I'm not denying that, then you have a reason to attack some CSK fans, the ones who did it. But I can guarantee you won't find CSK officials as cheap and disgusting as RCB officials. That is 100% sure. Even then, if you want to talk about how many RCB fans versus CSK fans are psychotic, you can go to social media and you will find for every CSK fan acting disgusting, you will find 10,000 RCB fans worse than CSK fans. I can guarantee you that. Just go to social media. Okay, enough of my rant, although I wanted to get all those facts out of my chest for a while now. But now let's get back to the other problem for CSK's match against Sunrisers on Saturday. Khaleel Ahmed being injured is definitely a big blow for us. That is, he's no longer part of CSK for this season because of that injury. In all likelihood, CSK is going to replace Mukhil Choudhary or the other all-rounder Ghosh, who I heard is a very good death bowler, and he's also a finisher. Let's see which way they go. I think it's most likely going to be Mukhil Choudhary because he plays for the same state as Ruturaj Gaikwad, and he's also a decent, good opening bowler, from what I've heard. I thought he was starting to find some form in 2023, but then he got sadly injured in 2023, and he never actually got back to his best in the team permanently. If I was him, this is a golden opportunity for him to come back if he gets a chance, of course. I feel he wasn't used properly the last time they tried using him. I think it was last year. But he does know how to swing the ball well in the start. I thought he was more like, Bolt, at least when I saw him in 2022. He's not exactly a good death bowler. He's got whacked a lot. So let's see if it's going to be him or Ramakrishna Ghosh. Ghosh, on the other hand, he's a death bowler. He bowled a few months back, I think, 2 beautiful death overs against Goa, including a maiden in the final over. So he definitely has something when it comes to the death bowling. But will he be good at IPL standards? That's a question for all of us and for him to answer. if he gets a chance. I don't think Matt Henry is going to come back though, because he got enough opportunities, and I don't feel so far he's a good fit for us. But I won't be surprised if CSK take him back after Khaleel got injured. Speaking of injuries, who knows? MS Dhoni might come back too. From what I've researched, I don't think he will come in the Sunrisers match though. Anyways, losing Khaleel is definitely a big blow for CSK, as he really gets some bounce, lateral movement, and that is when he opens the bowling for us. So let's see who CSK tried to replace him with, and let's hope as a CSK fan, they have a good replacement. It's really a bit unlucky for us with all the injuries for key players and our management doing a pretty poor job in the auctions for the second time. I didn't mind them messing up in the main auctions 2 years back. You can forgive them for that mistake. It happens. But last year on December, I felt it was almost suicidal. It felt like they were intentionally being stupid. So many good players that come to mind that we could have gotten for really cheap base prices or even close to base price and would have helped us. Jason Holder, David Miller comes to mind, are a few. Anyways, fingers crossed Ruturaj's new confidence with the 2 wins will continue boosting the boys up, and we'll have a replacement that fits into the squad perfectly, just like Akhil did for us, who even, we found out, helped Noor with the lines to bowl in the last match. So Akhil Hussain is doing a lot of good things, even without us knowing. Thanks for listening, guys. Please like, subscribe, and especially if you're a hardcore CSK fan. If you're a fan of cricket in general and want unbiased opinions, you saw it. I take shots at even the CSK management for the auctions. You're in the right channel. Oh, and please comment too.